welcome to the Knotted Truth. I'm Patricia Faidley. Last week we touched upon the law of attraction, and we will continue to keep touching upon the law of attraction because the law of attraction is one of the big laws. But there are many laws, as I explained in past videos, that affect you as well in the universe. And these are natural laws. These aren't laws that you can see or that have been written. They're laws that are just natural, and people from centuries over centuries have known this secret of information that they've kept secret over time because they know that if you get a hold of this information, that you're going to be unstoppable as well. And they need workers and they need people who are going to stay stagnant in the world because we would have pure chaos. Everybody would be getting what they want and nobody would know the difference. So they've kept it. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the elite have known this information over centuries and centuries. You have Henry Ford, you have Newton, all these people from way back when knew of this information, but they have not shared it until the secret came out. When the secret came out, then the information started to spread, and many people caught on and started to learn how to use these laws to benefit them in their lives as well. The law that I'm talking about is the vacuum law, the law of prosperity. The law of prosperity, the vacuum law, means that you have to create a space in your life if you want something to happen. If you want more things, you have to create a space to have more things. If you want a relationship, then you have to be free of another person. You should be anyway. Or you have to have space in your home for that person. You have a dresser that's packed and a hutch that's packed and a closet that's packed full of clothes and there's no room for someone else. How do you expect someone to be able to come into your life? See, we don't realize this, but when we hold on to clutter, we also hold on to things and we can't receive new. When you get rid of old things, watch how it happens. The new things will come and it will fill up the space that once was, because the universe arbors a vacuum. If you go outside and you dig a hole and you go away for 2 days, you can watch as the universe will fill it back up with weeds and dirt and flowers and different things. It'll fill this hole right back up, and 2 days later you won't even know that that hole even existed because the universe fills it back up. So what we don't understand, when we hoard things, the universe can't give us any more because it's saying that we're hoarding because we feel lack. We're in lack. So if we're in lack, then we don't, you know, there's no room for more. Okay, you have to stop thinking in that way. You're thinking prosperity thoughts. You can get rid of this and give it to the needy people or people who are going to wear these things that you have hanging in the closet that you haven't seen in 2 years. And you give it to someone who could wear it and appreciate it. And then guess what happens? You get more in your closet. I did this not too long ago. In fact, I paid somebody to just clear out my stuff because I couldn't get rid of it. So I cleared out like everything down to like 3 pairs of pants and a couple shirts, and I felt like I didn't have anything. Within like 6-month period, that closet was completely full and packed again, and I don't know how it got that way. But it's the law of prosperity. The vacuum law will fill the vacuum that you create. So if you have an open space for someone to come in, then you'll have the universe create, along with your thoughts and along with things that you're doing, that you can bring that person to you and have the space for them to join in your life. Think about this. Throughout the times of your life when you had something new that came into your life, like a new home or money or furniture or anything, a relationship, think about the space that was attracted, that was there that attracted those things. You had a space. You were either single okay, which allowed the space for someone to come in. All right. You created a space. When you moved out of that house and sold your house, you may have moved to another state because you created a vacuum. You created a space to be able to move forward in. The vacuum law works. It always does. It works with money. It works with anything. A diff, you know, to attract more money, you have to provide value to others. When you provide value to others, you attract. When you give, you receive. Like things attract. If you give love, you get love back. If you get, all the laws work together in perfect harmony. And if you're working in these laws to get what you want, you will indeed get what you want. It has to be. It's the law. It has to be that way. So whenever you desire to create an empty space so it can come into your life, like say you want a healthier body, well, ask yourself, what are you going to give the body to create a state of health? I'm going to give my body soul because that's what I do. I give my body soul. It's a nutritious product that I take every day, and it heals my body. It helps to heal my body. And with thinking of healing thoughts, I then start to handle things differently with my body and the things that I eat. Because once you have healthy thoughts, you start to do things that are healthy for you, such as exercise and create a regimen of good foods and healthy people around you. You start to create a healthier life. If you want good health, you have to give to receive. What are you going to give your body? You want to accelerate the speed of abundance and prosperity even more? Then you use the vacuum law along with appreciation. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Appreciation kind of is like gratitude, being thankful for the things that you have. When you create the space and you're thankful for it, and you don't think you have lack, and you're thankful for everything that you have, then what you have increases in value. Appreciation accesses the law of abundance and grows the harvest you desire. Use appreciation like gratitude. Appreciate everything in your life, whether it's good or bad. Um, you know, even the bad things are our gifts because we have learned from them. It's a lesson. It's either a lesson or a blessing in life. Everything happens the way it should be. But depending on what level you are in your life or where you are in your mindset and awareness and how present you are in this state, appreciation for what you have will bring you more to appreciate. That's the law of attraction, and it's the law. Instead of continue doing it over and over again and not learning the lesson. The reason why we appreciate these bad things is because they're God winks. God gives things to you to learn from. When you complete the lesson in life, you move to the next level. How many lessons can you look back on that you've learned from that you've never repeated again? Sometimes we become consciously incompetent, which means that we don't think about things, we just do them because they're out of habit. And that's what you want to do, but for the good. You want to do good things, have good habits, and be consciously incompetent with it. And what I mean by consciously incompetent is that when you were younger, I'm gonna tell you how it goes. It kind of goes like you're um, unconsciously competent. Okay, you're unconsciously incompetent at first. Say you're going to tie your shoe for the first time, and you have no idea how to tie a shoe. You've never seen it done. You have no idea. So that's kind of like unconsciously incompetent. You have no idea. And then someone shows you how to tie a shoe. So now you're consciously incompetent because now you're unconsciously incompetent because now you've seen the shoe get tied. But you're aware of it, but you still don't know how. And then over time, you start to practice and you get really better at it and you become consciously competent at tying your shoe, but you're still thinking about tying that shoe. You're still thinking about going around and turning, and tying it tight. Then you become unconsciously competent. And that is when you can tie your shoe without thinking about it and you don't even, it's not even a thought anymore. You're just doing it because it's a habit. You know how. And you've repeated it over and over again and you've mastered your skill. That's unconsciously incompetent. I'm sorry, it's consciously incompetent. So, I hope you understood that. But it is a way, when you're riding down the road at nighttime and you're driving and you come to a point and you don't even realize how you got to that point, you forgot the roads that you even traveled down. And I know that's happened to every one of us. It's because we don't think about it anymore. Why is it that when we get lost, we get scared, all of a sudden we're present and we're thinking about where we're at? When we're driving the same road all the time, um, you become unconsciously competent at what you're doing and you don't think about it. You just do it without thought. Well, in life, if we can learn the right way to form our thoughts and keep the negativity out and start to do new things and start to bring new things into our brains, then we can be unconsciously competent about everything we do. There's nothing in this world that you can't learn if you're interested in it and you want to know it. This information is very interesting, and when you learn it, you start to answer questions that have been formed in your mind over time that you just never knew why you even were here, why you even exist. I'm going to be covering some of these laws in the next few videos, just to get you started on the same journey that I'm on so that you can understand some of the things that I'll be sharing with you. And it'll all start to click in over time. Just keep coming back. Keep listening into the Knotted Truth. And you will start to, get some aha moments, become more aware of what your thoughts are. The law of prosperity is important to know. You have to give. The rich people have to give back or they lose their money. You got to give or you will lose. If you start to think lost thoughts or lack thoughts or, stop giving to people because you don't have enough, that's when you start to not have enough. And it becomes worse and it gets worse and the universe keeps giving you more reasons to think that you don't have enough. When you do, everything is appreciation. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate that you woke up and you took a breath. Appreciate that there's a fan in your room or an air conditioner. Appreciate that you have a bed and legs to walk with or feet. Or, there are people out there that don't have these things and they love their lives and they appreciate their lives. And sometimes we take for granted all the blessings that we do have. Go back to the beginning and start over if you don't feel you have any blessings in your life, and start to look at the blessings you have and start to appreciate those blessings. Because what happens when you appreciate blessings or appreciate people or appreciate your husband or appreciate your wife or your child, they grow. They grow to love you more. They grow in a deeper way because what you appreciate grows. It does. What you appreciate grows. When money is appreciated, it will grow more from interest. When you appreciate health and body, the body will give you a healthy, fit body. It will respond to what you want. But you have to be thinking healthy, fit body thoughts. Not a cheeseburger, not French fries, not McDonald's, but you have to think healthy thoughts. You have to try to find things that you like to eat. Some vegetables that you've never tried. Try them in a smoothie. Try them some other way. I don't eat spinach, but I'll drink a green smoothie every day and I'll get my spinach in, or my kale. I don't eat kale or spinach, only in a salad, or I've created a smoothie that I like, that I can drink it down and I can't taste it. So I can eat it with a salad. I don't know why that is, but anything other than that, like cooked, I don't like cauliflower and things like that, but I can eat cauliflower raw. So you may not like things one way, but you may be able to find things another way and still get healthy along the way. The more you have, the more space you must clear. Like I said, the wealthy people, they have a lot. There's no space to give unless they want to grow and expand. And if they want to grow and expand, they have to get rid of some things to grow and expand. That's how you grow and expand. When you create the vacuum, you create a way for growth to come into your life. When you appreciate everything and you add feelings and emotion to things in your thoughts, they become real. Like I said in some of the previous videos, thoughts become real. Okay? So what we think about, we bring about. Like attracts like. And now we have the vacuum law of prosperity. When added and coupled with appreciation, can bring you anything that you desire. But remember, as I said, you can't think health thoughts one minute and then go to McDonald's the next minute, because then you're telling the universe to cancel that healthy thought, because you just went to McDonald's and you know in your mind that that's unhealthy. You just listen to that little voice in your head instead of the one down in your heart that is right most of the time. Most of the time, your intuition is right on. And people say, I should have listened to my gut. And they should, because that's what knows the truth. The truth will set you free. It always does. And when you lie, lies become a problem, because then you have to remember the lie and you have to cover for the lie, and then the lie grows and grows and grows. When you never lie and you tell the truth, then you have nothing to remember, because the truth is the truth. Truth is truth. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for this evening, and next week we're going to talk about another law. Stay tuned every Wednesday. I usually have the video up and going, and the nottedtruth.com. Come back frequently. Repetition is key. You must keep listening over and over again in order to get your mind programmed the correct way. There's some tools that I've given in some previous videos that can help you to understand a little better, that this is not airy fairy. This is real stuff. This is what the rich have been doing. Some people do it and they don't even realize they're doing it. We do things every day that brings the results into our lives. We take responsibility for our thoughts that we act upon in our world, and what comes back to us is our problem, not anyone else's. You can blame this person for bringing it to you, but it's not anybody else's fault but you, because you attracted that with a thought in your mind. Everything that comes to you is a thought, whether it's good or bad. It could be the most traumatic thing in the world, but there were thoughts that led up to that. You know, you can think death thoughts. You can worry about somebody all the time, that they're gonna get hurt, or they're gonna this, and they're gonna. Guess what happens? They get hurt. You can't do that. When somebody says something and I disagree with it, I say, take it back. Take it back. Don't, because it's hard to take back what you've already put out. But don't think it no more. Let it go. Don't think that thought anymore. When I find myself getting ready to think negatively, I try to turn it around and say, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. And when I say that, then it automatically cancels it from entering into my subconscious area of the brain. The subconscious area of the brain is what you act upon, so be careful what you enter into it with emotions and feelings. Take care, God bless, and I will see you next time on The Not of Truth. Bye bye.